Ladies and gentlemen, SookyMMA is back for UFC Vegas 49, and we did talk about it a couple weeks ago. We hadn't missed a Pick'em card since we started this whole thing back in March of last year, but we did want to get more consistent with our recordings, and ever since then, your boy has been on fire. We go 9-3 on UFC Vegas 48. I even got some messages from some of you guys. I'm happy to help you with some of your bets and make some money, your pick'ems, whatever it was. Happy to do it. I just like to get to know the fighters and get some publicity out there for them if I can, get their names out there. And this is kind of just what I love about the sport in general. So happy to be of service, glad to be doing it, happy you're here for the ride. And like I said, 9-3 on UFC Vegas 48. We hit the Super Saiyan pick with Kyle Dawkins. I personally got him at -275, but I know that it closed around -300. But overall, very happy with the card. We go 33-27 in 2022 overall, and we are 3-2 with the Super Saiyan pick. So every Wednesday, guys, 1 p.m. YouTube, we're going to be releasing the videos there. We got the podcast going up anywhere you listen to your podcast, so go and check it out. Shoot me a follow, shoot me a like, shoot me a subscribe. Going to appreciate it. Every Wednesday, check me out. Going to be helping you win some money with these picks, so see you there. Very excited for UFC Vegas 49. We got some huge slates of prospects that are going to be on the come up, I think, after this card. And I'm really ready to get right into it. Flyweight bout, a lot of pace. You got Victor Altamirano and Carlos Hernandez. Now, both of these guys have very interesting takes, right? When you talk about resume, Victor's is obviously the prettiest, right? LFA long-standing career, that LFA 100 flyweight title, only losses to Jared Brooks, and that guy's now in ONE FC with an 18-2 record. He's a pretty elite fighter in their rankings, and so for me, I really like what I see on paper. Now, you talk about his Dana White Contender Series fight. Both of these guys ended up with a split decision, very close fights, and very different types of fights, right? You talk about how Victor likes to take his time in the first round, but in the second and third, you saw him very much attacking some takedowns. He's got good pace. He moves around really well, but the first round seemed like very much like a feeling out process. But for Carlos, all 3 rounds, the pace was there. It was go, go, go. And my favorite thing about his game was in the third round, you kind of saw him throw very heavy combos. And I personally really like to see, combos being thrown in the third round. It shows good cardio. It shows, even the willingness to just let it loose to try and finish the fight for your own sake in case it's close like these were. Very good, decision making, if that's what I want to call it. But I really like the scrambling ability. For me, it's almost like you think about both guys wanting to get into those dirty areas, right? I really think that for Victor, it's about taking those moments and landing those takedowns. You look at both these guys, they're very active from their backs, like to throw elbows. They got the submissions going up there, but Carlos is very much a volume fighter, push forward, going to have a lot of pace. And I think that for Victor, his ability to change levels, get some takedowns, I think it's really important to do that. In his all of his fights, you can really tell the Dana White Contender Series is kind of the tail of the tape there, where that second and third round of him pushing that takedown game plan is really, really important. So I think this is going to be a very close fight, but again, it's one of those game plans where it's like if Victor can land those takedowns, he's going to get the control time in there. I think that he's pretty well versed on the ground where he's not going to find himself in too many dangerous places, where with Carlos, I think it should be a keep it on the feet, especially in the first round, attack quickly, go right at this guy, because he really is taking a feel him out process, get some timing down from what it looks like on the Dana White Contender Series. And so you might want to act quick, go fast, use that cardio, use that pace, and just put him on his back foot pretty quickly. But with that said, despite how close it is, I do think Altamirano is going to be a favorite when we guess this line. -160 makes sense to me. I think the championship in LFA, I think the resume speaks for itself, so you got that experience down there. And I was thinking about a best bet. Spying that over is something to consider here. Let's check the weigh-ins. Let's see how it looks, but that over even 1.5, 2.5, see what it looked like. It could be a -400 line for all we know, but that's something to consider. But let's go with Altamirano as a -160 as the favorite. I still think it's close. OddsShark does not have the lines up. Let's check Bet365. On Bet365, we've got Victor Altamirano. Okay, so Victor Altamirano is actually coming as a +110 underdog. Carlos Hernandez -138 favorite. I think that's pretty much sums it up how close we think that fight is. The line's also pretty new by the looks of it, so I say check that fight out. It should be really, really fun, and probably going to kick the card off with some really, really fast-paced fighting and grappling. My favorite part is the sequences of the scrambling, so stay tuned for that.